Imagine this. You're an officer doing your regular job, pulling people over, writing tickets, saving the day. You've got your uniform on, your badge shining, and your body cam capturing all the heroic moments. Everything's going smoothly until, well, you accidentally plant evidence on a body cam, turning your entire career into a crime drama. Meet Officer Rachel Martinez, a cop who took playing by the book a little too literally, except she decided to rewrite the chapters. Picture this: a calm day, a routine traffic stop, and a suspiciously convenient bag of evidence just waiting to be found in the back seat of a car. It sounds like the perfect crime until her body cam started filming. Spoiler alert, the body cam is always recording. As Rachel quickly discovered, getting caught on your own camera is like being on the wrong end of a reality show, only this one doesn't have a happy ending. Tune in as we take you through the hilarious yet chilling tale of the cop who tried to plant evidence, but ended up planting the seeds for her own downfall. It's a comedy of errors mixed with a whole lot of criminal justice drama, because who doesn't love a good courtroom showdown? Get ready for a wild ride of body cams, bad decisions, and a cop who went from serving and protecting to serving time. It all started innocently enough. The night was warm, but not unbearable. The radio crackled as Officer Martinez was dispatched to a routine traffic stop near a busy intersection. A dark sedan had been weaving in and out of traffic, and the driver had failed to signal when changing lanes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Martinez turned on her flashing lights and pulled the vehicle over, her body cam recording the routine exchange that would forever change her life. She approached the car, greeting the driver, a nervous-looking man in his mid-30s, who fumbled through his glove compartment as he tried to produce his registration. The usual procedure ensued. She checked the man's license and registration, all of which came back clean. A simple ticket for failure to signal was about to be issued when something strange happened. Something shifted in her. She couldn't explain it at the time, but as she walked back to her patrol car, Rachel's mind began racing. The pressures of the job had been mounting. She knew there had been previous complaints about officers missing important citations, but this wasn't one of those cases. Yet as she stood there, she felt an overwhelming urge to make this case more than it needed to be, and that's when she made the decision. Rachel didn't even realize she was doing it at first. Her body cam, which had been capturing the entire encounter, was still recording. It was a mechanical reflex, one born from years of training, but it was a moment that no one would have expected from someone like her. She opened the rear compartment of her patrol car and retrieved a small bag of white powder, a common substance that had been confiscated in previous arrests. She had never planted evidence before, but in that moment, the opportunity presented itself, and she took it. The suspect was still distracted, looking through his wallet as Rachel casually walked back to his car. She slipped the bag of powder into the back seat of the vehicle, right where the suspect would eventually sit. The evidence would be right there. She could claim she had discovered it during a search. No one would question it. She knew how to handle it. She had seen other officers do the same, plant evidence to cover up mistakes, to make arrests stick. It had never crossed her mind that such a moment would come for her. She believed she could get away with it. What Rachel didn't count on was the technology, her body cam. As she continued with the traffic stop, writing the ticket, her mind was clouded by the growing tension inside her. The familiar weight of the bag of powder now felt like a burden. The rush she had once felt from the idea of covering up the mistake was slowly turning to guilt, creeping in with every passing second. But she didn't have a choice anymore. The evidence was planted. The driver, unaware of what had just transpired, was handed the ticket and told to drive safely. As he left, Rachel returned to her patrol car, checking her body cam footage just as protocol dictated. That's when her stomach sank. The body cam footage didn't lie. The exposure. In a twist of fate, what Rachel had intended to cover up was about to be uncovered. As the department reviewed footage of the night's traffic stop, they saw what was never meant to be seen. In plain view, her body cam captured the exact moment she slipped the bag of powder into the backseat of the car. It was all there, recorded for the world to see. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. How could someone so careful, so by the book, make such a careless mistake? The footage was sent to Internal Affairs, and within hours, Officer Rachel Martinez found herself under investigation for planting evidence. What had been a simple traffic stop became the focus of the department, the media, and the public at large. The trial. When the case went to trial, the courtroom was packed. The media buzzed with questions. How could a seasoned officer, someone with years of experience, risk everything for such a small amount of gain? The courtroom was filled with tension, the kind that only comes from the betrayal of trust. During the proceedings, it became clear that Rachel had been facing internal pressure. Reports from her colleagues showed that she had struggled with meeting quotas, and the constant surveillance of her actions had made her feel cornered. She wasn't the only one who had considered crossing the line. But for Rachel, it wasn't just about the job. It was about proving herself, about getting noticed. The once upstanding officer had allowed her insecurities to cloud her judgment, leading to an irreversible mistake. Her defense team argued that Rachel had made a momentary lapse in judgment and had never intended to go this far. They painted her as a victim of the system that pushed her too hard, too fast. But prosecutors were relentless. The body cam footage was irrefutable. It showed her actions in real time, and they couldn't be denied. The case against Rachel Martinez became a symbol of the darker side of law enforcement. How a good officer, someone who had sworn to protect and serve, could be so easily consumed by the pressure and temptations of the system. In the end, Rachel was convicted of evidence tampering, misconduct, and perjury. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but her career was over. The woman who had once sworn an oath to uphold the law had become a symbol of what happens when a system that demands too much from its officers pushes them too far. Rachel's case sparked a national conversation about the ethics of law enforcement, the pressures officers face, and the importance of body cam footage in ensuring accountability. In the years that followed, her story was used in training seminars to teach new recruits about integrity, accountability, and the consequences of bending the rules. As for Rachel, she spent years behind bars, contemplating the mistakes she had made. The once heroine of the police force was now just another cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most trusted figures in society can fall victim to their own weaknesses. Her story left a mark on the city of Chicago and beyond, forever changing the way people saw law enforcement. The question remained, was Rachel a product of a broken system? Or was she just a person who lost sight of her oath and paid the ultimate price for it?